Hey friends, welcome to Mimi's Mixed Bag. Thank you for stopping by. This is your first visit. Check out my playlist. I've got hundreds and hundreds of craft projects, seasonal decor, happy gifts, travel, fashion, all kinds of fun stuff to watch. Today I've got a little trash to treasure project. A few days ago I was making some chili and I was just about to throw out about 7 of these cans. Not often that I have that many at one time, and I thought, Halloween coming up, I'm going to make my kids and grandkids a little Halloween treat to give them on Halloween Day. Even at Christmas time I do stockings for the adults and the children, and it's just something fun to do. It doesn't cost a whole lot of money, and it's about making memories and making someone feel special, no matter how old they are. So I'm going to take you inside and show you how I'm going to transform this tin can. Alright, let me show you everything I got laid out here. I've got my cans washed and dried. And when my husband gets home, I'm going to have him drill me 2 holes on each side of the can. It shouldn't take but just a few seconds for each one. Now, if you don't have a drill, you know, these little cans don't hold a whole lot anyway. And so I think if you use a good quality glue stick, whatever handle you choose, you could just glue on each side of the can. Just for some little embellishments, I went through my gift wrapping storage and found some Halloween color ribbon. This is just curling ribbon. Now, if you don't actually have Halloween colors, I even dug through my Christmas bows, and you might be surprised. You may not find an orange bow, but you'll definitely find a green, a gold, you know, blue or purple, something like that. And you can take these apart and curl them and make that as embellishments. I'm not even going to spray paint these cans because honestly by November the 3rd they'll probably be in the garbage. I don't expect them to keep it, so I'm just going to decorate the can as is. By the time you get the can covered and filled with some goodies, it won't even look like a can. As far as covering the can, there's a variety of things you could use. I just dug through my stash and I found an old paper pack. My grandson's under my feet. I found an old paper pack of some Halloween cardstock, and so I just happen to have 7 or 8 sheets left, and I'm going to trim that up to where I can just wrap it around the can with a piece of tape or hot glue, and the can is instantly covered. Now here's a cute idea. If you don't have any Halloween paper, just use newspaper and take some markers and draw some bat or a ghost face, polka dot. It doesn't have to be anything that you go out and buy. You know, cover the can using gift wrap. Look through that and see if you can find some Halloween color gift wrap. That would totally work. Even if you found these stickers, you could jazz up just some copy paper. Use what you got is the way I see it, because like I said, it's probably going in the garbage. This is a spool of Halloween adhesive trim that I got out of the bins at some point in time that I knew eventually I would use. So it's rickrack and all kinds of ribbon. I'm going to use that. You know, once I cover my can with paper, I'm going to trim it out on the top and bottom just to make it look a little neater. I'm going to put a little wooden tag on each of my cans. Now, you certainly don't have to do this, but I just happen to have these little diamonds that I'll never do anything with, and I thought, you know, I'm just going to color these with a ink pad. Just rub an ink pad on them like this, or if you have a marker, this is an easy way to color a piece of wood like that. This ink pad's so old it probably won't even color, but I'm gonna just rub this on these little wood tags. Even Dollar Tree has some little wood tags if you decided to do this, and so it's instantly orange like that. I need to put a little glycerin in this ink pad to revive it up a little bit. So I just went and printed off everybody's name, and I used Roy's scratched handwriting. I'm gonna cut it out and just glue it on the little wood tag. Now, as far as handles, you could use a thin little wire ribbon, put a knot on each end and hot glue it on each side of the can. Here I just took some yarn and took about 15 pieces of yarn and knotted it on each end. You could glue that on each side of the can. Here's what I'm doing, some black pipe cleaners. Based on using what I have, I'm going to jazz up these little tin cans, and when I get through with the cans, I'll show you what I bought at Dollar Tree to fill them. My husband was able to get all the holes drilled on each side, and I just hot glued some cardstock around the can. Now the ribbon and trim that I had was adhesive, and that worked out beautifully. Like I said, that package that I showed you, I got it in the bins. I don't know where it came from, but it was just perfect for what I needed it for. But any kind of rickrack trim, whatever you got, I just put a little ring around the top and the ring around the bottom, and it just finished off the paper. Now I'm going to do is take my little poker tool, and I'm gonna go around and look inside the can and see where my little handle holes are. So I'm just going to twist a pipe cleaner around on both sides to create my handle. I got all my tags done, but I've decided I'm going to do my little curling ribbon on the sides of the handles first before I put my tag on, because I don't want it to be buried under the curling ribbon. It got so shadowy in here last night, I just had to stop, and I picked up this morning. I got all my little curly Q ribbons done. I just took them in front of the TV last night. It took me just a few minutes to do each one, and just look how cute they turned out. So I'm going to move this away and show you what I bought at Dollar Tree to put in the cans. And I spent right at $12, and I got a bunch of just generic stuff, and then I got each grandchild one specific thing for them. Picked up a box of these little Nutty Buddy things. Don't make the mistake I did. It said 8 count, and then I should have known better. These little things are double packaged, so I'm gonna pick up one more box so everybody can get a whole one in there. This can is super little, so you have to be really mindful of the size of things. This is just some little fruit snacks, some little sour warheads, some little cheese and crackers. These had 8 little Mr. Goodbar candy bars in here. These are just some little charm suckers I had in my candy jar that I'll stick one in there, and then some little pixie sticks. Now for my 3 grandkids, my grandson who's 14, I just got him a Slim Jim to stick in his. My little granddaughter who is 11, I got her some little scented markers to put in hers. And then my little grandson who is 22 months old, I'm gonna roll up this pack of socks and stick in his can. Toddlers always need socks. I'm gonna take these things, finish out my little treat cans, and show you what they look like. And I just want you to look how stinking cute these turned out. I'm not going to show you each one. Since I did drill the hole, I am able to use the little pipe cleaner as an actual handle. You know, if you glue them, you might need to be a little more careful, but you don't even really need a handle. I just decided to use one. On my little toddler one where I put the socks, that kind of helped push all the little treats up. And the rest of them, I put a half a sheet of tissue paper just so it would raise up all the little treats out of the side of the can. And they're all pretty much identical with the same treats, but just real happy with how they turned out. You can use this little project for anything like Valentine's, Easter, you know, especially if you've got a lot of people that you want to acknowledge. By the time everything was said and done, I probably spent about $15. And I already had the paper and ribbon, so a little over $2 a piece, and I get just a one-of-a-kind little treat for all my family members. But I want to leave you today with a cute little quote that I've heard all my teacher career, and it's by Maya Angelou. And they may forget what you say, they may forget what you do, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. So I hope this video inspires you to do something a little special for your friends and family. I'll be back next week with a little homemade treat you might consider putting in these cans. Bye-bye.